Welcome to Summarize Stories. Today we are breaking down William Golding's Lord of the Flies. We will provide a summary of the novel, what happens, and how it ends. Then, we will break down the key characters, discuss key themes of the book, and provide our final thoughts. Sit back and enjoy this 5-minute summary. William Golding's Lord of the Flies, 1954, is a classic allegorical novel that explores the dark side of human nature through the story of a group of British schoolboys stranded on an uninhabited island. The novel begins with a plane crash that leaves a group of boys, aged roughly 6 to 12, stranded on a deserted island. Two of the boys, Ralph and Piggy, discover a conch shell and use it to call the others together. Ralph is elected leader, with the intelligent but physically weak Piggy as his advisor. Another boy, Jack, becomes the leader of a group of choir boys turned hunters. At first, the boys attempt to maintain order by establishing rules, building shelters, and keeping a signal fire burning in hopes of rescue. However, as time passes, the lure of savagery grows. Jack and his hunters become obsessed with hunting, gradually rejecting Ralph's leadership and embracing violence. Fear spreads among the boys, especially due to rumors of a beast lurking on the island. As civilization crumbles, a boy named Simon, who has a deep, almost mystical understanding of the island's true nature, discovers that the beast is actually a dead parachutist. Before he can tell the others, he is mistaken for the beast and brutally killed by the frenzied boys. Later, Piggy is also killed when Roger, one of Jack's followers, pushes a boulder onto him. By the end, Jack's tribe is completely consumed by savagery, and they hunt Ralph down with the intent to kill him. Just as Ralph is about to be caught, a naval officer arrives on the island, rescuing the boys. However, Ralph and the other survivors are left in shock, realizing the darkness that has taken over them. Key characters. Ralph. The novel's protagonist, Ralph, represents order, civilization, and leadership. He attempts to maintain structure and democracy, but struggles as the boys descend into savagery. Jack Marridew. The novel's antagonist, Jack, symbolizes the human tendency towards savagery and the thirst for power. He starts as the leader of the choir boys, but gradually becomes a violent dictator, rejecting Ralph's authority. Piggy. Intellectual and physically weak, Piggy represents logic, reason, and civilization. He is frequently mocked by the other boys and ultimately killed, symbolizing the collapse of rationality on the island. Simon. A kind and introspective boy, Simon symbolizes goodness and a deeper understanding of human nature. He realizes that the beast is actually the boy's own inner darkness, but he is killed before he can share this revelation. Roger. One of Jack's followers, Roger represents pure brutality and cruelty. He takes pleasure in harming others and ultimately kills Piggy by rolling a boulder onto him. The Lord of the Flies, a pig's head mounted on a stick as an offering to the imagined beast. It symbolizes the primal savagery and inherent evil within humanity. Key themes. Civilization versus savagery. The central conflict of the novel is the struggle between the rules of civilization, represented by Ralph, and the pull of savagery, represented by Jack. As order collapses, the boys descend into violence, the loss of innocence. The boys begin as well-mannered children, but transform into violent hunters, illustrating how quickly innocence can be lost in the absence of societal rules. Inherent evil of humanity. The novel suggests that cruelty and savagery are not imposed by society, but rather exist within all people. The boys' descent into violence reflects this dark view of human nature. Fear and its power. The boys' fear of the beast drives much of their behavior, showing how fear can lead to irrationality, violence, and the surrender of morality. Leadership and power struggles. Ralph and Jack represent two opposing leadership styles: democratic order versus authoritarian rule. The novel explores how power can be used for good or corrupted by ambition. The dangers of mob mentality. The boys' collective actions, such as Simon's brutal murder, demonstrate how individuals can lose their moral compass when swept up in groupthink and hysteria. Final thoughts. Lord of the Flies is a chilling exploration of human nature, showing how quickly civilization can collapse in the absence of rules and authority. Golding's novel remains a powerful commentary on the thin veneer of order that separates humans from chaos.